Epstein has pleaded not guilty to new charges in New York. Acosta said Epstein's actions deserve a stiffer sentence. With me now to talk more about this case, Cyrus Tabibnia. Cyrus, well, how do lawyers actually work with reluctant, these young girls? They probably don't want to get involved in this mess. How do you deal with people like that?
Well, as a criminal defense attorney, my job would actually be to question the accuracy of their accounts. But what prosecutors do is very often they try to put them at ease in terms of the investigative process. In court itself, my understanding and my experiences have been that prosecutors very often subpoena the parents or any other guardian to ensure the appearance of the underage minor in court. Of course, that doesn't always accomplish that end, but that's essentially the procedural method.
That's rough. They go from one scary thing to another,
yes.
And you guys have to be there catching it.
Yes.
That's a rough thing. Now, why is LA such a big hub for human trafficking?
I think a lot of bigger cities are, in part because I think a lot of young girls tend to go to bigger cities in search of a better life, modeling possibilities, and in LA it's modeling entertainment. All of those things tend to attract younger, innocent girls, some of whom don't have very strong family backgrounds sometimes, and as a result they fall prey to people who might take advantage of them.
Right, you deal with the people, I mean, there's the police on the street, they deal with actually taking them in, and you deal with them after that into the court area. How do you slam dunk something like this?
Well, the prosecutors try to prove that someone like an Epstein committed these crimes by putting these young girls on the stand, along with other evidence, witnesses, so on and so forth. Any physical evidence that exists, videotapes, audios, emails. As a defense attorney, I would try to undermine that and say, the evidence isn't strong enough to convict someone like Mr. Epstein. But that's essentially the general outlay of how it works, Chris.
And that's what Acosta was saying. He's saying, look, we want to get this guy, but we just didn't think it. Because if that happened, let's say they took him to court and it wasn't strong enough and he got off, you can't retry him.
That's correct. You can't retry him on those particular charges. Having said that, my experience is federal prosecutors rarely charge someone unless they think they have a good deal of evidence. Personally, the plea deal that I saw that Mr. Epstein obtained years ago was the best deal I've ever seen for anyone charged with such serious crime. Yes.
Thank you, Cyrus. Appreciate you coming in.